guys, so as you can tell from my intro, I'm going to be doing this fun, festive, gold, super glittery look for you guys today. And I already prepped my skin with the Becca Backlight priming filter. And now I'm just going to go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. I love the coverage that it gives. And I mixed that with my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. And the one that I'm using is in the shade Sunlight. And I'm blending that out with my Real Technique sponge. I love this sponge and how soft it is, and it really does a good job at blending everything out. And it's super affordable. You can get it at probably any drugstore. I know they sell it at Ulta, and it's only around $6 or $7. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my favorite concealer at the moment. I know a lot of people have been raving about it, but I honestly think it's the best, and it just has the most amazing formula, and it's so full coverage. So whenever I want a really full coverage concealer, this is my go-to. And I'm going to use that same sponge and just blend everything out. Then taking my Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer and my Sigma F84 Kabuki brush, I'm just going to warm up the face. And I find that this is the easiest way to blend out that cream product without leaving anything streaky, and everything looks nice and well blended. And I really love using this bronzer in the spring and summertime because it's just such a quick and easy way to get an instant warm and bronzy kind of look. Then taking more of those Cover FX drops, I'm just going to dab that on my cheekbones where we want our highlight. And you can see it gives you a really pretty glow. And then I'm going to blend that out with my sponge afterwards to make sure everything's blended out nicely. Then I'm going to take my MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Powder on my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to place that where we put that concealer, just so that we can set that area and it doesn't crease throughout the day. And I also like to kind of take that into the center of my nose a bit. The more you bring it up your nose, the more it's going to give you a slimmer nose effect. Then any of that excess powder, I'm just going to dab on anywhere else that I don't want to crease up throughout the day. Next, I'm taking my MakeupShayla contour palette, which they came out with as part of a collab together, and I love how pigmented the shades in this palette are. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe M143 brush and using that to contour with, and this is my current favorite brush for contouring. It just makes it so much easier. And then I'm going to take more of that MAC translucent powder and place that under my contour line, and this is going to create a nice sharp crisp contour. This step is optional, but I really love the look of a really sharp contour. It just makes it look a lot less muddy. And this brush actually doesn't have a name on it. Sorry, it came as part of a collection. I'm just going to dust off any of that powder I used to set under my eyes, and I really didn't let it sit that long. I'm not a huge fan of baking under my eyes because personally I feel like it looks a little bit cakey and dry when I do that. So the only areas I really tend to bake on my face is where my contour line is. And then I'm taking a Real Techniques brush and my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just going to prep my eyes for any of the shadows we're about to place down. The first shade I'm going to go in with is Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, and I'm using my Sigma E40 blending brush for this, and I'm just going to blend that out into my crease in windshield wiper and circular motions. I like to take this color a lot of the times into my crease first because it kind of works as a nice transition shade and makes it a lot easier to blend out any other colors I go in with later. Then I'm going to take my favorite shadow from Anastasia, and this is the color Sienna. It's like a really pretty rusted burnt orangey red, and I love using this in my crease and my outer corner a lot. And I'm going to put that into my crease using my Morphe M433 brush. Then taking the color Fudge, also by Anastasia, on that same brush, I'm going to place that into my crease. I'm not going to take it up as high as I did the Sienna color because I want to have a nice transition. And I'm going to also place that on my outer corner as well. Then I'm taking some concealer on a Zoeva flat brush. I'll link the name of the brush down below as well as the others that I used in this tutorial. And I'm just creating a line where I want to carve out my cut crease. And I did a video on this recently as well, so go check that out if you haven't already, and I'll show you exactly how to achieve a cut crease at home. And then I'm going in with Magic Act by Makeup Geek and my MAC 239 brush, and I'm just patting that color onto my lid. And then I'm going in with ColourPop Get Lucky, which is a pretty gold, because I just wanted to add a little bit more shimmer to the center of the lid, and I found the best way to apply this is with my finger. Then I'm taking my Morphe E17 brush and more of that Sienna and Fudge shade from Anastasia and putting that on my outer crease. And then I'm also going to blend that out even more with my Morphe M33 brush. Then taking the shade Claudia from my Anastasia Master by Mario palette, I'm just putting that on my outer crease. And then I'm buffing out Sienna and Fudge under my eye. And I'm using the Morphe M321 brush for this. And then I'm taking my Sigma E15 flat definer brush and putting some more of that Claudia color on the outer corner of my crease. And then I'm taking the shade Mylar by MAC, and I'm using this as a brow bone highlight as well as an inner corner highlight. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. blush brush again and just dusting off that powder that I placed under my contour and baked with. Then I'm going in with my Guerlain Terracotta bronzer and my Morphe M527 brush, and I'm just bronzing up the skin even more. You don't have to add any more bronzer if you don't want to after the Chanel one, but I wanted a really sun-kissed kind of look. And then for the star of the show, I'm going in with my Anastasia Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit, and I'm using the shades Kitty Cat and Daydream at first with a Real Techniques brush, and then after that I'm going to go in on top with my Anastasia highlighter brush and the shade Forever Lit just to make it really intense. I don't know what took me so long to get this glow kit, but it's honestly one of my favorite highlighters, and it's just so pretty. It gives you a really nice wet kind of highlighted look, and I'm putting that on my Cupid's bow, of course my nose, which is my favorite place to highlight, and then after that I'm going in with my NYX Gold Glitter, and this is the color Crystal Silk, and I'm just putting that under my eyes as if I were crying glitter. And then I also put on some more glitter that I found off of Etsy. I'll link that down below as well. And I'm just patting that under my eyes, and then I'm going to use another NYX glitter and put that under my eyes as well. And you can see I applied lashes off camera as well, and these are Intoxicating by Flutter Lashes, which are so beautiful. And I also put some ColourPop Dirty Talk gel liner on my waterline. And then I'm going in with some gold stars that I also found on Etsy, and I'm just going to take a lash glue and put those on with a tweezer, and I'm just placing that wherever I want to put those under the eyes. Also make sure that you wait for the glue to get tacky before you go in with the stars and apply it right away, because it'll make it a lot easier to stick. And then I'm going to be putting some mascara on my lower lash line, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This is my all-time favorite drugstore mascara. Then I'm going to line my lips with MAC Spice Lip Pencil, and this is one of my favorite shades, and it's a nice pinky kind of nude shade, and it matches with a lot of lipsticks. That's why I really love it, especially because I wear a lot of nudes. And I'm blending that out a little bit in my outer corners just to give a kind of plump 3D lip effect. And then I'm taking the shade Reezy, which is a shade that Lipland collabed with Reezy, and it's a nice peachy kind of light pink shade. And then to add some more dimension to the lip, I went in with my Dose of Colors Sand Liquid Lipstick, and I'm just putting that on the center of the lips, and what this is going to do is make the lips look more plump and three-dimensional. Then I sprayed my MAC Fix Plus spray off camera, and yeah, that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I had fun making it. I love creating looks like this that are really fun and glittery and outside of the box from what I get to create every day. If you like this tutorial, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe down below, as well as click on the little bell. That way you get notified anytime I post new videos. I upload a new video weekly, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!
Yes! Babe, you think you can go to a restaurant looking like this?